Lawman Mike with Lawman Guitars. That's www.lawmanguitars.com. Wow, have I got a cool guitar for you today. Check this thing out. This thing is a 1970 Harmony Meteor. Now, what is a Meteor? Well, as you know, as you can see from the shape of this, they were trying to get into the Gibson 335 business, and this was their answer to it. And I got to tell you what, they did a great job. This maple body is just absolutely beautiful, and they have a lot of the same appointments that we're used to seeing on other Harmony guitars, which we'll talk about in just a minute. First of all, let's talk about why I decided this was a 1970. Very simply, inside the guitar it says F-70-M, I think is what it says. Made in the USA, the F-70 stands for 1970. So we know it for a fact it was made in 1970, or at least the body was made in 1970. It's in absolutely immaculate shape. It's got some wear on it, some player wear, especially around the buttons and the knobs in this area. But I'll tell you what, there's no breaks in it. There's no real buckle rash on it. And it's really in nice shape. Now, this thing is all original with one exception, that being the logo. These logos were raised, and we see that happen a lot on these raised logos. They get caught on a when you're cleaning it and it yanks the thing off. There was really just glue holding them on. But there's a guy on eBay that sells reproduction logos, and I was able to get a Harmony logo on it. Now it would say Harmony Harmony Meteor. I can't find any of those, so it says Harmony now. So you can see the Meteor just directly under it. Hopefully we'll show some pictures of that here in just a minute. But let's talk about the guitar. The binding is in absolutely beautiful shape. It's originally white. Now it's a real nice sort of a golden amber color. The sunburst is just beautiful. I mean, we'll be showing you some pictures, but my goodness, there's really just no buckle rash at all on this guitar. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. And it plays, oh my goodness, you just saw it, just plays so nicely. And then let's talk about some of these parts on it. It's got the original tailpiece on it. They used these on a lot of Epiphones. They used them on a lot of very high-end guitars and some of the better Harmonies they used it on, and some Silvertones as well. But the other nice thing about this is it's got what I call the Hagstrom bridge. Now, this whole assembly they used on a lot of Hagstrom guitars, and you'll notice if you ever take this off, it says made in Germany underneath it. So it's an authentic Hagstrom bridge that obviously Harmony made a deal with Hagstrom to send some over, and they had them mounted on the bass that wouldn't have been on a Harmony or a Hagstrom guitar, and it functions perfectly. It intonates nicely. All the parts are there. They're very delicate little parts, so I have parts missing on them all the time. This one is all together, which is great. It's got the original pickguard, which you just never see that. I mean, the pickguards are always missing on these. And of course, let me talk about these pickups. These are the Dearmond Moustache pickups. Now, they're a gold foil pickup that's a little bit larger than the standard gold foil pickups. Now, you've heard me talk about gold foil pickups and silver foil pickups. They were all made by Dearmond. These are the Moustache pickups. Now, the Moustache pickups ohm out about the same as the regular gold foils. There's not a real big difference in that. They're just a little more full-bodied for some reason. It could be the size of the magnets that do that. I can't explain why. All I know is I can hear it. There's a few guitars that have these Moustache pickups in them, and I love them. I just absolutely love these, and they're some of the later, about 68 is when they started using some of these bigger pickups, and I really love them. It's got the original Waverly open back individual tuners. It's got the little Harmony strap buttons, and we'll be talking about the original case in just a minute. But let's talk about these pickups again. I just love playing these. That's the neck pickup. It's just very full, very, I wish we could do something to get just what I'm hearing here on film, but I know it's really hard to do that. But they're very, very full and vibrant. Let's go to the middle position, which blends the two pickups together. Boy, that's a nice sound. Then we get back to that back pickup. Okay, that's a lot of fun. So anyway, this guitar, it really speaks to you through those pickups. Plays like a dream. The action, we've had Jeff the Tech work on it, and it just needed minor setup. The truss rod, of course, works perfectly, and the neck is nice and straight. You can play all the way up and down this neck without any problems at all. A lot of the jump blues guys love these guitars. These pickups just speak to them. And you can play anything from jazz through, you name it, this guitar is going to do it for you. So anyway, awesome, awesome guitar. I wanted you to know, like in most of our guitars at Lawman Guitars, I also have the original case. Now this case is pretty beat up, but I got to tell you, I like keeping these cases with the guitars. Now this one, the butt end, as you can see, has got some, it probably got a little wet down here at one time. I had to use my glue gun to get a lot of it back together again. But you want to keep this case when you get it. It actually looks, it has the brown Gibson lining in it, and it could have been, you know what, this might have even been a Gibson case at one time that was sold with this guitar, but the owner of the guitar said, no, this is definitely the case he got with the guitar, so I want to keep it with it. So you may even be getting a Gibson case with this brown lining. It doesn't look like a Harmony case, but it's, all the latches work, it doesn't have any funny odors in it, and it's really in very nice shape for a guitar that was made back in 1970. So you get this case, you get that guitar, you get a lot of really cool songs that you're going to be able to play on that guitar, and you're going to have a blast playing it. So check it and all of our guitars out at Lawman Guitars. Go to reverb.com and type in Lawman Guitars, or go to www.lawmanguitars.com and check out all our really cool guitars. I appreciate you watching my demo today.